Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to the podcast. We're gonna get straight into it. Got my guy Marcus with me. And my guy, I don't know your name on there. Introduce
Q.
yourself if you don't mind.
My name is Quiz. Go by Q.
Quiz. Welcome to the podcast channel, man.
Thank
We're
you.
gonna talk
Thank you.
some boxing tonight. Not gonna be on here long, guys. Whoever tune in, feel free to like the video if you tune in. Comment at the bottom. We will try to look at the comments if they do show up. I know it's kind of last minute, but we do want to kind of stay more active on this channel. But we go get into it, man. Marcus, you want to kind of break down while we here?
So we at work today chilling, and I'm a casual fan. Like Quez, he don't like to call me a casual, but I'm a casual fan. It is what it is. But he brought up the conversation on his Bud unproven, or he felt Bud needs to prove himself still. And I looked at him kind of crazy, respectfully, but I looked at him kind of crazy. And I was telling him that my big bro, he know his stuff, so you better be ready if you want to take it there, because we could definitely go live with it. I ain't gonna lie to you, we about smoke. I ain't gonna hold you. Like we call niggas out, and you see we here with it. So and my bro is, I told you, he head of the Bud committee. You know what I'm saying? He at the forefront with that. So that's why we here, man. But Q, go ahead and get it off. Get your argument off. What you're trying to get into as far as Bud still need to prove itself. Get it off.
Well, the way I look at it is Bud is 40-0. He's took a lot of fights. And the thing is being that who his promoter is, it put him in a place to where he missed a lot of fights in the same case. If we think about the 147 division and we look at somebody like Errol had to go fight all these top champions. Not saying that Terrence Crawford hasn't fought anybody, but he had to break down 3 people in the midst of him having an accident, prove himself, then go fight somebody like Bud, loses, and now Bud, all of a sudden, you start to see this credibility going towards his name, like he greater than Floyd, and all this talk and stuff, and it's just like, well, Floyd fought world champions, quite a few world champions to be exact, and you got Bud that just all of a sudden gets this victory over somebody who was the best in his weight division. No doubt Earl was one of the best in the weight division. But like I said, Earl had to climb a few steps, get that, and then he had to make it Terrence Bud Crawford his last destination to get that title. Terrence Crawford, on the other hand, if you look at his last fights, not saying that they was some dirt, they was trash, but in comparison of who was in the 147 division, it just looked a little rocky. Was in the 147 division, it just looked a little rocky.
Who were those guys that you think that Errol Spence beat that are like, I think you said top guys. Who are the top guys? Who would you say are the top guys that Errol Spence
To be
beat?
honest, his last 5 fights, I say that his last 5 fights, I feel like we're all top elite boxers. You got Udanis Ugas, you got Garcia, you got I'm trying to think of the names off the top of my head, but basically his last 5.
Let's just talk about the guys he got the belts from. Let's just do that, to be fair.
Okay.
So his last fight was Udanis Ugas. Great fight.
Great fight. I mean, now we can, if we really analyze just all overall, we also have to throw in there that Errol was coming off an accident. So regardless of what you want to say, it's not the same Errol that we used to. He did good, but it's obviously not just like somebody being injured in football. They changed a little bit.
He won the fight. He won the fight by stoppage.
Yeah, he did. But you got to see how much damage he also took in that fight. Like,
give me 1 second, y'all. I'm finna oh, never mind. I can do it this way. My bad. But you can finish. I think my guy Joseph want to come in and chime in.
Oh yeah.
He got like 15 minutes. But before I say my piece, if Joseph shows up in the next 5 minutes, I'm gonna let him speak, and then I'll chime in. But I know exactly how you feel. That's been like
it's been a talk. Yeah.
That's been the ongoing saying about Bud. I get it. I'm a
And
Spence fan too. I don't want to get it confused. A lot of people think because I cheer for Bud, I'm not a Spence fan, but that's not true. I just always felt like Bud was the best fighter in boxing since Floyd retired. I've been saying this. If you check my social media, bro, I've been saying this since like 2016, 17. You know that
well,
Bud
can
is
I
the
can I ask you as a Bud fan, do you feel like he's proven himself, or do you feel like he still got some corners to fill in the boxing lane at
I don't, I don't
147?
I don't think he got to do nothing else. Honestly, I think his skill set separates him from the rest. Now, I understand the opponents. That's questionable, but if you understand boxing and you look at the things that Bud's able to do in that square circle, it's not many that can do what he do. I mean, all time. Like he's an all time great because of his skills. So I've always told people once he get in the ring with those guys that y'all say he ain't fight, he gonna make it look easy. And I hate that it had to be Spence to be the first person to experience that. But also uh he's fought good guys. Like people don't understand. People disrespect his resume because they're not popular. But I can make an argument, and I've made this argument before, that Bud has fought tougher competition. He's fought more undefeated guys. He's fought more champions. It's just y'all don't know those guys. No disrespect to you, but that's the issue with boxing. Just because you don't know who Igor Kavalauskas is, Mean Machine, or Felix Diaz, or Ndango, or Victor Postal, or just because you don't know those guys don't mean they're not great fighters. They are, you know. And my thing with Errol Spence, yeah, he beat Danny Garcia, but so did Sean Porter and Keith Thurman. Y'all don't talk about that. Yeah, he beat Yardenis Ugas, but so did Sean Porter. Y'all don't talk about that. The only undefeated fighter he fought was Mikey Garcia, and he came up 2 weight classes. So I was never impressed by the things that Errol Spence did. I was impressed by the fact that he was just a talented boxer. Him beating Ugas and Garcia and Kell Brook after losing to Triple G, it really didn't move me. You feel me? So I was never impressed by that. I was more so impressed by what he did to Lamont Peterson, because that was a fight that it was a dog fight, and he just clearly showed that he was better.
Yeah.
And I was impressed by how he kind of just completely just dismantled Mikey Garcia. I'm not gonna lie, that impressed me slightly. I didn't like the fact he didn't knock him out. I was a little disappointed in that, but hey, that was an undefeated guy. Because it's harder to beat somebody that's never been beaten. It's easy to beat a guy like Danny Garcia that's been beaten twice. He know how to lose. You feel me?
It's
Mikey
bad.
Garcia,
I've
Mikey
heard
Garcia,
this.
Mikey Garcia don't know how to lose. Like Bud Crawford don't know how to lose. Spence didn't know how to lose. So to me, those fights are more impressive. But I honestly, and I don't want to sound like a Bud fan, I'm just being a boxing fan. And I can say this, I can make this argument about, I'm not gonna say anybody. He don't have nothing else to prove, bro. He was undisputed at 140. He became 2-time undisputed at 147. So if we're being honest, he's already going into the Hall of Fame. He was saying this before the Spence fight. People were taking that as he's ducking. He was just telling y'all, like, I'm cemented in history. I don't have to do nothing else. And he didn't. Then he got in the ring with Spence, and he made it look kind of easy. You feel me? Like, it was kind of easy. So it's like, what do you want him to do next?
Me personally, I really want him to take, if you're going, like I said, the way we could put it a lot of ways, Earl held 3 belts at the time. So in order for him to get this undisputed opportunity, facing him already, puts them 3 belts on the line. You feel me? So he's proven himself of being one of the top dogs, but it's some other dogs still in the 147 division that
Only
I
one
just
dog that matters.
Just tell him who you say he wanted him to fight. Just go ahead.
I feel like he need to fight Boots Ennis, and he need to fight Tim Tszyu. If he now and that's just me trying to be a fair person and be like, and he'll get his just due respect, because I'm not hating Terrence Crawford. But the thing is like, I don't like the notion that, oh, he's the greatest, he's greater than Floyd. Like, that notion to me is like, I hear y'all, but y'all gotta understand the competition that Floyd fought, to me, is crazy. So I feel like, yeah, Bud can be that. Bud is, I know everybody want to crown him, undisputed king. But I want to see him go ahead and finish off the 2 top dogs. Not top dogs, but you know what I mean. They real good in that division. Finish them 2 off, And then I feel like you will gain more respect. Because then right now, think about the situation we got right now with Bud being political with Earl right now. I feel like that's a slight to him. Because
Okay, this is my thing. Prior to this fight, Spence was the top dog. Spence was the big fish. He was the boogeyman. He was the body snatcher. He was the weight bully. Like I could name a list. I could give you 1,000 names y'all gave him. He was just this unmovable force to be reckoned with. And now, and I said this too. I said after Bud beats Spence, people are going to put him through this maze. Like he got to complete all of these tasks now because he beat Spence. And nobody really thought he would beat Spence except people that really, I don't want to say understand boxing because I don't want to disrespect nobody. But the reason why I will say that is because if you look at Errol Spence and you look at Terrence Crawford, you have a guy who lacks a lot of skills, who is bigger than everybody else, and he throws 1,000 punches. But you have a guy who is cerebral, who is a great boxer, a counter puncher. He switch hits. He does a lot more things. So he beats him 10 times out of 10 every time. It's just only way Spence wins that fight is if Bud has an off night. You know,
can
he
I
has
ask?
some health issues.
I'm gonna ask
Go
you a
ahead.
question real quick about Errol Spence. Let's say, judging off the fight that we seen Terrence Crawford and Earl have, we look at Earl like, I don't think he got it to go against Terrence Crawford. But is that not to say that Terrence Crawford can perform the same way against other people? Because like you said, skill makes fights. Skill makes fights. At the end of the day, you're right. Terrence Crawford was a better fighter overall, but he beat him so bad that it's like, I understand people don't want to, how it is. He beat him so bad that I feel like we need validation that he can really fight. Because that style, Earl Spence style, he's flat footed. He gets hit with a lot of punches. He does his defense isn't really subpar. Like it's not really crazy, good. So he was getting hit with a lot of punches. So I feel like you putting that on Terrence Crawford resume, of course it made he made it look easy. When you say what you want to say, he still to me should go fight some of the top dogs. And if you that's how I feel like you should leave the division, if anything, because he wants to go fight Charlo, Canelo. Do it the right way, bro. You got the titles. I respect that. You've been fighting 147 and whooping everybody in your path. You haven't been knocked down. So I'm really looking at this like, hey, bro, if you're gonna take it all the way. Don't
Hold
half
on.
asses.
Hold on real quick.
Yeah.
All right, my bad. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Nah, see, I don't particularly like that because it's like he didn't half-ass it, bro. He was a welterweight for the last 5 years. He fought Jeff Horn, took his belt. He fought Sean Porter. He fought Kell Brook. He fought Mean Machine. He fought Amir Khan. He fought the people that he could fight. He couldn't get Danny Garcia. He couldn't get Sean Porter before he got lost the belt. He couldn't get Ugas. He couldn't even get Errol Spence, what everybody was asking for. So it's like
It's political.
he cleaned up the division, whether you like it, how he did it or not. Once he beat Errol Spence, he cleaned up the division, bro. So the only people
Okay.
left, to fight would be Boots, but that's a glamour fight. That's because it's a style clash. You want to see the young guy versus the old guy. That's all that is. Other than that, Boots really don't matter, respectfully. Now, as a boxing fan, I would love to see that fight. I know how that's gonna go as well. But I would love to see that fight. It'll be exciting for 7, 8 rounds. It'll be amazing. And Boots is gonna get stopped.
I feel like boxing has changed a lot, bro. Like when you think about it, if Terrence Crawford takes this way, like how you say let's say he don't take nobody else at 147, and he jump up some weight classes to fight the top dogs. We as fans, we gonna love to see the fight, and it's gonna sell. He thinking about his bag right now.
But
But
let me
that
ask
just
you this. Bud
yeah.
fighting Spence, who was undefeated, who was a pound for pound champion. He was on the pound for pound list. I don't think he was lower than 5. He
Yeah.
beats him. He beats him. A guy who never lost, never been, I don't think he's ever been dropped. He just smoked him. His next fight was, I want to move up and fight the undisputed champion, Jermell Charlo. That is greatness. It's
It
not
is.
his fault that Charlo decided to go and chase Canelo. So now he's taking it a step further and saying, you know what? I'll even fight the winner out of Canelo and Charlo. And hear me out. You're saying Nah, he got to fight Timzoo, Boots, and then I'm gonna be honest with you. Those fights are easier. Charlo and Canelo is the hard fights. If you really want to be honest, those fights he could lose to Canelo. I'm be honest with you. I'm leaning towards Canelo in that fight, and I'm a Bud fan. My guy Joseph think I'm crazy, but I'm leaning towards Canelo in that fight.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Canelo. I think Canelo gonna eventually hit his peak, and it might be after this fight. We gonna find out. We gonna find out.
I think he already hit his peak, but the thing is, he's so experienced, and the reason why I picked Bud to lose, and it's not because he'll just get beat up. You're not beating Canelo on the cards unless you are just. I don't even know how Bivol did it. I'm not gonna lie. I was surprised when they gave it to Bivol.
I feel like Bivol did damn good though. Really.
And I said Bivol won the fight, but I was like, they're not gonna give it to him. That blew me away. I ain't gonna lie. I don't see a black man beating Canelo on the cards, and I don't see Bud stopping Canelo. I don't see it. That boy neck in his head, and he has a chin. Now, Joseph, welcome to the panel. The reason why we're here is because my guy Quiz said that Bud is unproven to him, and he still got a lot to prove. So you can go ahead and chime in.
And Quiz, and you failed to tell. That's all good, bro. That made no sense, man. Look, bro. First, Bud would beat Canelo flat-footed self, who get tired after the 9th round. Bud will beat him on the cards, just like another black fighter named Floyd Mayweather whooped him on the cards. Whooped him on the cards. They couldn't rob that man.
No, but let me say this though, Joseph. I'm talking about when Canelo became Canelo, the cash cow. Floyd beat him before he became Canelo, respectfully.
Yeah.
You know. So
now,
I think skill for skill, I think Bud is superior. I think Bud is a stronger puncher. I think he's all of these things. I just don't think he can knock him out. And one thing about Bud, he's looking for the finish. Now, if he catch Canelo, yes, that dude got a chin though, bro. He has a hell of a chin.
Do y'all feel like that's taking a? Oh, my bad.
Go ahead.
I was gonna ask y'all, do y'all feel like that's taking advantage of his work, or you think that y'all feel like his greatness, him taking on the top, but this is like what? It's two weight classes up?
It'll be 2-way class. It'll be 3-way classes up if we fight Canelo. Yeah.
3? Yeah. 3 weight classes up. Y'all feel like that? Do y'all think so? Y'all think it's greatness for him to take that fight, or y'all just, y'all just want to see the fight as boxing fans, and y'all just.
I don't want to see it, honestly, but I think it'll be the greatest thing to happen in boxing in probably the last 30, 40 years. I'm not even trolling. That's just a fact. Nobody has ever went up 3 weight classes and beat the face of boxing, bro. Like, Canelo is the face of boxing. He has a hell of a resume, whether we like it or not. He's going into the history books. He's an undisputed champion. And if Bud goes up 3 weight classes and beats him, he's also a pound-for-pound champion. That's never been done before. Never. So that might be one of the greatest things that ever happened. So, yeah, that's what I'm saying. A lot of people are mad at Bud for, I'm not even going to say not taking it, because I don't even know how tangible a Boots fight is. I really don't know. I don't know how tangible a Timzoo fight is. But he's saying, I'm 35 years old. A lot of fights in my career I did not get. Now that I am in now I'm the captain of my ship. I'm not only going to take big money fights, but I'm also going to fight the dogs. Like, Canelo is a dog, whether y'all like it or not. He's saying, I'm not just going up there and fighting Caleb Plant, or just a no now. He's trying to fight Canelo, bro. He wants to fight Jermell Charlo, who is undisputed at 154. So he got 2 undisputed champions on his mind. And people are acting like those are ducks. No, those are actually the harder fights that he could possibly lose.
But you are a Bud fan, so that's why I'm asking you. So you telling me
I'm a boxing fan.
Right.
Yeah, I'm a boxing fan. I just think Bud is the best. I like to separate it because it's a lot of, and this not you probably, but it's a lot of Spence fans who I talk to on a regular. I don't think they're boxing fans, bro.
I get it. I hear both sides. Sometimes it do come off a little. You hear certain things, but the way I'm looking at it is like, as a boxing fan, I like boxing too. So I want to see him go against the top dogs in the division and achieve those goals. I know, like, to everybody else, it's like he proved himself, but like literally, I'm gonna ask y'all: did y'all pay for the fight, the Errol fight?
Yeah.
So y'all basically wasted $80 because the nigga got whooped and he about to like come. He's
the
like,
best $80 I spent all year.
Nah,
like,
it wasn't a waste of money to me because it was like a vindication. It was what something I predicted.
I'm just speaking
I
figuratively.
predicted that 6 years ago. I just got to see what I've been visioning my whole 5 years. So.
But the thing is like I feel like damn, he was so outclassed. It's like I kind of want to see him, go against the other dudes that I know it. Like I said, bro, as a Bud fan, you probably don't feel the same way. You feel like he's proven himself. I'm not trying to discredit the man or nothing, but I'm like, this is what make boxing. We can be political and talk about, these the money fights and these are the big fights, but that's not what really boxing. I feel like boxing is about. Boxing
I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna let Joseph talk because I know he.
Oh yeah, my fault.
He don't got a lot of time. Bud proved himself before he fought Spence. He just proved himself to y'all. He already proved himself to me way before he fought Spence. I'm gonna be honest with you. He was proving that 140, bro. When he came with the 147, he was literally putting icing on the cake then, if we've been honest. But to the naysayers, he proved himself to y'all because y'all kept doubting him. I knew what he could do 5-6 years ago. I seen it, so. But you could talk with Joseph.
All right, it's gonna be a clash real quick. Is Canelo proven? Yes or no?
Yeah, I believe he's valid. He valid.
It's proven, yes or no?
I say yes.
Who? You said Spence? Yeah.
Proven. Okay. I'll give you one more. Who? Proven. Yes or no?
Who?
Tim Tszyu.
No.
Yeah. Actually, yeah.
No. Hell no. It's
Hold
not even.
on, Kashif. Hold on. I want to quiz there. You said yes for Tim, right?
I'm saying yes based off because it's tough though. I like when you say proven, y'all going off of records or y'all going off of fighting.
You don't even got to even explain it. Now here's my last one. Is Terrence Bud Crawford proven? Yes or no?
Yes.
That says he's unproven.
It's not that he's not unproven, but I'm saying as a boxing fan, y'all are boxing fans. Y'all cannot tell me that y'all don't want to see him wipe it. Y'all thinking he wiped the 147 division. I feel like hey,
I'm gonna tell you how boxing works, bro. It's a thing called lineal champion, right? And it's which means you beat the man that beat the man. So let's say you don't think that he's proven because he didn't beat Danny Garcia or Yordenis Ugas or really that's it. Well, Spence did him, and guess what he did? He beat Spence. So technically, he did wipe out the division because he not only did he beat Jeff Horn, who was the WBO champion, he also beat Errol Spence, who beat the WBC champion, the WBA champion, and the IBF champion. But also along the way, he also did beat Sean Porter, who was the WBC champion. He did beat Kell Brook, who was the former IBF champion. The only guy he didn't get to beat was Yordenis Ugas. And let me ask you this. Do you honestly think Yordenis Ugas can beat
No, hell no.
Ugas is not even in the conversation, bro. Let's be real.
Right.
Ugas only became relevant when Spence got hurt and he stepped up and beat Pacquiao. That's the only reason Ugas got relevant, bro. Let's be real. And then on top of that, I was asking those questions because I thought somebody was trying to make the argument that Bud needs to fight certain people to be proven, but thank God that ain't the case. But if we're gonna say that Tim Tszyu is proven, Tim Tszyu is not proven, number one, right? Number two, let's even get past Tim Tszyu. Let's get right back to Bud Crawford. That man had 9 fights, 9 knockouts. Wait, he started at 130, 135. He was proven after he whooped Gamboa. He was proven when he moved up to 140, like Kashif said, and he got undisputed in dramatic fashion. This man has been telling the truth when he said, I don't need Spence. You know what I'm saying, to beat Spence. But here was the crazy thing. We have recency bias. Typing up Spence resume. Playing Crawford resume. And now that he beat Spence, down playing Crawford resume, like Canelo. It's crazy to me. The truth of the matter is Bud is head and shoulders above all these other fighters in every weight class. It's just not even close. and he would go up and he would wash Canelo. I'm guaranteeing it. He would. I don't know if he'll knock him out, but it would be a straight
Joseph.
wash.
Joseph also boxed before. So let me ask you this: what's the tougher fight? A champion that's popular that got like 3 losses, or the guy that ain't never lost before that got like 19 fights?
So I'm gonna say off top. Normally, it's gonna be the person who has never lost, the champion who's never lost. But if you would tell me and you were to put it in this perspective, a champion who has never lost, quote unquote, quote before this, we could say Rolly Romero if he wouldn't. He could be considered. He's a champion. I know he lost to Tank, but before we could say that he's one of those champions who quote unquote didn't lose. We got to qualify that because Sean Porter was a champion who lost 3 times, and I would say he's tougher than a lot of champions out here that's never lost.
The point I was trying to make, and I've been saying this for years, I think Mean Machine is a tougher fight than Danny Garcia. Like a former champion who got a few losses, but you got a dog who you don't really know, who has the heart of a lion, who has skills, and he punching like a mug. That's a harder fight, but he's not pretty. He don't got a pretty name. He's not popular. You don't really know him. You're not familiar with his style. But I've been telling people, these fights that Bud is taking, they're not sexy, but they're going to matter later on when he gets in the ring with Errol Spence. You feel me? Because he's fighting
the fight he fought Evanesian. People were talking down to Evanesian. Evanesian is a tough fight. Evanesian was ranked number 6 for a reason, bro. Everybody want to be talking about number 10 in the top 10 in the ratings and all this, that, and the third. But then they'll big up Isaac Cruz win for Tank.
Why did you think Tim Zoo was proven?
It's depending on how we look at proven. I really don't feel like he proven if it comes down to like who he's been up against. But it's really, to me, I look at styles, like kind of how we judge Shakur. We look at Shakur like, damn, bro. Like if we look at his record, we'd be like,
don't say we. That's another guy. Don't say we. You probably.
Y'all don't fuck with Shakur?
Well, me and Joseph go argue about that.
He get on my nerves. He
nerves, but he respect him as a boxer.
But he's proven. He's
proven in the skill aspect rather than he's proven like, oh, he didn't knock out.
He was a champion, bro. He was a unified champion.
No. Yeah, those accolades do count. Like, but you get what I'm saying. Like, we looking at his skill more than none. We looking at his skill like, damn, bro, this nigga gonna be a dog in a 135.
I look at his skill, but I also look at the fact that he beat 2 champions, Oscar Valdez and Jamel Herring.
Right.
He beat an Olympic
Jamel Herring, Oscar Valdez.
Jamel Herring, yep.
And Robson Conceição, who was an Olympic gold medalist.
Yeah.
That's why he's proven to me. His skill is just icing on the cake. You feel me? And to your Tim Zoo
and his amateur back. Oh yeah.
I think Tim Zoo is unproven, but I'm not going to deny the fact that he will be proven. I think he's a great boxer. I do. I think he should leave Terrence Crawford alone. And I think Jermell Charlo go stop him too. However, I think if Jermell stays at 160, he might clean the division up. But he's not a champion. He's a what do you call it? An interim champion because he's holding the belt while Charlo is at recess. But he can't be proven, bro. He don't got no belt. He only fought 1 champion, and that was Tony Harrison. So right now he's not proven, but he will be proven.
Tony Harrison a good win. Tony Harrison was waning though, but Tony Harrison is a solid win. I got a lot of respect for him.
For sure.
But when I say somebody proven, it's bigger than just one fight. Because I feel Anthony Joshua was unproven even after he beat Klitschko. He didn't look good to me in that fight.
Anthony Joshua, man, that's a one that I don't go.
That's a tough one because now that you say that, I don't know. Like that's a tough one. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong either. I'm just thinking about it because
proven, bro. He's not a great fighter. He's I got a respect for him as a fighter.
Hear me out. If that's your logic, and I'm only playing devil's advocate, then how is Deontay Wilder proven if he is?
I mean, he went against the top, but he went against the top, like for real.
One name for that, and people gonna hate on this all day.
Don't say King Kong.
Ortiz.
Who?
Don't hate Ortiz.
That's what I said. Don't say King Kong. I knew you was gonna say King Kong.
Ortiz, I'm telling you, bro. When Deontay Wilder fought him, and mind you, he knocked him out twice. When Deontay Wilder fought him, I had Ortiz as the number 2 welterweight in the world, and everybody avoided him for a reason with that lame excuse about he 40 years old.
You
He
mean
old.
heavyweight?
Nah, they were scared of him. He was the second best heavyweight. He's over the hill now. He was the second best heavyweight for a long time, bro. And that's just a fact. Nobody can talk down on that. He would have beat I guarantee you he would have beat Andy Ruiz if he would have fought him when he fought Deontay Wilder. I'd say he would have beat Fury before Fury fought Wilder the second time. Fury turned into a different animal. He started using his weight. Deontay Wilder the second time, that's a whole different type of beast right there. But he never fought like that before. He was pillow fisted, and he did not fight like that. Yeah. Ortiz would have killed Anthony Joshua. I mean, would have boxed his socks off. I'm telling you, and knocked him out. He would beat what's another big? He would beat Usyk. Maybe not now. Yes, I'm talking about when he fought Wilder. The first fight when he fought Wilder. He beats Usyk. He beats Usyk. You know what I'm saying? So that's one.
I think Usyk, bro. And I'm gonna get off heavyweights because I want to stay on topic. But I don't want to call him overrated because I hate that word. I feel like
we seen it. He's
just it's a weird, like, I don't see how he be beating these guys, bro.
I don't know. Heavyweight only at heavyweight is he overrated. Not at cruiserweight.
I heard at cruiserweight he was a dog. I only watched one fight at cruiserweight, but I heard my guy Muhammad, he's a big Usyk fan, and he watches the weight classes that I really don't care about, like the bantamweights and all that shit, and he watched cruiserweights and Richard weights. I don't be watching that shit, but he told me for a long time, he was like, Usyk is the truth. He gonna go up to heavyweight and he gonna win all the belts. He told me that. But
go to sleep.
I want to ask you this, Quiz.
Yeah, I'm here.
What do you think Spence got to do after this fight? Because
with Spence's case, I feel like Spence definitely. I don't want to count him out because, a loss don't make a fight. I mean, a loss really does make a fighter, but it doesn't make you, So I feel like for him, same case. It's some people in 147 that he still got on that he need to get on his bucket list. But for fucking square one, he got, Derrick James gonna have to, we're gonna have to change the game plan. We're gonna have to switch.
First, we gotta get rid of 147 because I don't want fans using the excuse that he.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, no,
so he gotta go up. We're not allowing that excuse no more because I don't buy the excuse. So number one, he can't fight at 147 ever.
Okay,
147 again.
To bring it back around. So with Terrence Crawford,
he need to fight Sue.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
To fight Sue.
Yeah.
He don't need to fight Crawford. He needs to fight Tim Sue. That's what Errol Spence needs to do.
Yeah, so I wanted to get to that too. The things you think Crawford got to do, actually Errol Spence needs to do. He needs to fight Tim Tszyu. He needs to fight Boots Ennis. He needs to fight these guys. While Crawford goes on and fights the top guys and go ahead and head off into the sunset because, again, he got 40 fights. It's unfortunate that y'all wasn't looking, but he's been beating guys for a long time. He got 31 knockouts. He has not went the distance with anybody in the welterweight division. Nobody made it around. Nobody made it around.
But me personally, my honest opinion, what I really want both of these dudes to move up in weight class. I really want both of them to move up.
Bud moving up too. What Bud is doing is what you do in business. You try your best to get the best offer, the best in your favor. He's simply just trying to stick it to Spence in the early part of the negotiations. We go fight at 147. I know you're struggling at 147. So if you bow out, cool, I'm gonna go on about my business. If you do say yes to the fight, cool. We gonna actually fight at 154. But I'm just really playing chess right now. That's how he's doing. Because he don't want to fight Spence again. I don't know why people don't understand that. And it's not because he's ducking him. Spence.
But before you say what you're going to say, bro.
I don't want to say never. Anything is possible. But I honestly believe Bud on his worst day beats Spence on his best day. I really believe that. It may not be a knockout, but he still wins that fight. Spence has too many glaring flaws. And all of his flaws literally work in the favor of Bud's strengths. Like, he lunges when he punches. He don't move his head off the center line. All of those things are literally set up for a boxer like Bud, who counter punches better than anybody. So that's why I say Bud on his worst night will still be Spence. I think Bud should actually fight him at Orthodox just to make it look interesting. Like, don't even fight him southpaw.
True
I ain't going.
of the Errol Spence post accident. Before the accident, it was a 50-50 fight.
I still feel like, bro,
fight. But
Terrence-
Spence is not the same fighter. It just is what it is.
That's another point. Now, I'm not willing to 100% agree with him. I never really thought it was 50-50. I didn't. Maybe 60-40 before the accident. Because even though Spence was more stronger, more durable, and healthier, he wasn't as experienced as he is now.
Yeah.
You know, but the accident did play a role. So I'm not one of those guys who will just count out the accident. The accident matters. The accident matters. I respect the accident excuse way more than the weight drain because he was the same fighter. Huh?
Some people there for years, bro. When he came back from his fight in his first fight back, Danny Garcia, he didn't want a tune-up fight. In that fight, Danny Garcia was catching him.
Yep.
His defense wasn't tight because normally Spence, he get the high guard and he also uses his feet for defense. But people only see the high guard. He gets out the way of those shots. He gets body work. His balance was off. His balance has never been the same since after the accident. His punch resistance has never been the same since after the accident. He throws slower punches. He's not as fast. When he fought Ugas popped him twice. It wasn't just the one he went against the ropes. It was another one when he caught him clean. Ugas ain't no hard puncher for real. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Ugas was having him off balance. All that leaning in and when he throws his punches, that happened after the accident. Before the accident, what you would regularly hear about Errol Spence is how disciplined he is and how fundamental he is.
They were saying Errol Spence had better defense than Crawford before the fight, and I started drinking the Kool-Aid.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. I started drinking the Kool-Aid myself because I'm like, you know what? He do got that high guard. That high guard be up, and Bud is willing to take a punch to give a punch. So I'm like, you know what?
His counter punching crazy. Bud's counter punching is really like next level. And you can see it in Shakur. You can see it in that camp, really. They camp even with
Keyshawn
Davis. Like you can see it like whatever they got going in that camp, whether it's Bomac or whoever is really putting that work in there, they really got that shit locked in.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you this: we've been solid. I'm gonna be quick with this. We've been solid ever since with Bud Crawford. I was telling people, bro. People thought it was a fluke how he knocked out Kell Brook. Nah, bro. He know where to hit you, how to hit you, and it don't even gotta be looking like it's throwing it hard. He threw it like a jab hook at Kell Brook and knocked him out, bro. It's a wrap, bro. He would do the same thing to Canelo. I'm telling you, Canelo would get pieced.
I'm going to bring up two last points before y'all, because I know y'all on time. I want to ask y'all two things. One,
I'm good. Joseph got somewhere to go, so ask him, and I'll let him finish. I'm good. Okay. Though. I got like another. We can go to 8:30 if you don't mind.
Okay, cool. Okay, my first thing is with the Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence situation. Don't y'all feel like it would only be fair for him to, give the man that gave him the fight, the rematch, and then close it out? I feel like that's just fair. Even though it's stupid, it's fair. And he gave you a fight, running back, get it over with, move on.
That's what he's doing. He gave him the fight. He get to choose the weight.
That's what people don't realize. I'm glad you said that, Joseph. Bud has, I don't know if you've been following him, but he's been doing a lot of post interviews since the fight, right? Going on this world. He's never denied that the rematch isn't happening. He's been saying, the rematch is going to happen.
But you seen the politics in it though. That's the part.
Think about it, bro. Like, boxing is still boxing, but it's still like a TV show. It's still we gonna go through this for 4 or 5 months. People go feel one way, they go feel another way. Like they go send us through a ringer for the next 3 months. Oh, the fight is off. They're not fighting. They're fighting at the catch weight. They're fighting at 147. Never mind. Bud is gonna fight Boots. It's gonna be a lot of shit that's gonna happen before December. I'm gonna tell you that right now. But at the end of the day, unless Spence declines the fight, Bud is going to fight him because he is a man of his word and he's a solid dude. And on top of it, if we're being honest, it's an easy fight to make a lot of money again. So why wouldn't he take the fight if we're being honest?
Yeah. It's the politics and the boxing that I didn't agree with though. he gave, Errol had to sacrifice a lot. And to, ask for more money, I'd be like, damn, bro, just go and let me just get this shit. I feel like me thinking in my head, Errol want this to be his exit plan. This nigga probably gonna think this like this check here is gonna be the one.
You made a face, Joseph. I want you to respond to that because I hate that. I hate that narrative. I do not like that narrative.
Hey, bro, when it comes to asking for more money, that's just speculation. We ain't heard nobody confirm that or from Crawford. But here's the other part of it. He made the money he made the first fight unless he fought against Terrence Crawford. When the last time he did 750,000 pay-per-view buys? He normally does 300 to about 400. He normally fights in Texas with no state tax at the Cowboy Stadium. We understand that. Spence is straight, bro. He's straight. I do think this is true. I do think that he wants his last fight and then he want to retire. You know what I'm saying? He done took. But here's the next thing about it though. Let's be real. If Crawford is telling this man we're gonna fight, it's all about if Spence really wants this fight or not. I think behind the scenes, his team is telling him not to take the fight. They trying their best to get him not to take the fight. Why? Because there's certain money that's guaranteed to Bud. They know Bud gonna get the bigger end, and they know it's not gonna do as many pay-per-views. It ain't about to do. I don't even think it do 400,000. I don't think it do 300,000.
And I'm gonna just piggyback off of this. Everything he's saying is correct, but the thing about Bud is people are discrediting this win. So what y'all think he gonna do to Spence this time?
Oh no, we know, but
so that's my thing.
If
everybody would have just gave him his credit and said he won, he was the better man. But nah, they done accused the man of steroids. They done said Spence was weight drained, Spence was poisoned, Spence was drugged. So when he get in that ring with him again,
knock him out.
Oh my God!
I'm gonna say right now.
I'll be real with y'all. Y'all know he carried him the first fight. He was showing compassion to Spence, bro. That whole I had him picked for the 8th round. And that 8th round, he probably threw 2 punches.
Yeah.
I
knocked him down twice in the 7th round. He knew that, bro. He carried him.
Bro. Like I respect Spence. I mean, I respect Crawford. I like nigga a dog, bro. He, and even with the topic at hand, like the original topic, I still believe he a dog. Like for real. And I feel the butt is he always gonna be under Mayweather to me. It's kind of like the Michael Jordan LeBron shit. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, you said that earlier and I ignored it. I don't even entertain that.
Okay, we there, bro. We there. I just had to make sure, man.
Now, this the thing. It's 2 different conversations. Floyd is greater than Bud, regardless of whether you like it or not, because he has fought better competition. But that's because his era was star-studded. But I still think Bud would beat Floyd in the fight, though.
Oh, I mean, see, all right, Prime Floyd.
I think he beats him at welterweight. I don't know about 135. I don't know. Joseph can probably speak to that. I don't know.
That's a tough one, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. That nigga was nice. Floyd was just nice, man.
Jordan, what's your preference?
It is
between Floyd and Crawford, because I tell you like this. If he had the opportunity to fight Floyd and they both in their prime, that fight would never happen. And y'all know why. It wouldn't be on Bud's side.
He ain't lying, but hey, it's a good theory at hand, man. It's a good theory.
Joseph made a good point. Joseph made a good point to me about Floyd and Bud, because I used to feel like Floyd just too smart. He go find a way to win. And I still feel that way. But he said something that really it didn't change my mind, but I thought about it. He was like, it's guys that are lesser opponents than Bud that had a success against Floyd, like Madonna, Castillo, even Shane Mosley. Like they had success against Floyd Mayweather. So what you think Bud would do against Mayweather? If Bud has success against you, you can go ahead and call it a night, bro. If Madonna was able to hurt Floyd and Shane Mosley was able to hurt Floyd and Castillo really beat him in the first fight, Bud is an all-time great. Bud fucking around and beat this dude. Like,
I ain't gonna lie, you brought that up. Brakes off of him.
He gonna beat the brakes off of Floyd.
Hey,
I ain't going that far.
Floyd, I'm gonna tell you why. You wanna know why? unlike every dude you just named, Castillo, Maidana, Shane Mosley, Zab Judah, everybody who has success, Bud is strong as every one of them. He would muscle the mess out of Floyd. He'll be throwing him across the ring, bro. That's why I was trying to tell people. They're trying to make it seem like Errol Spence is stronger than him. I said, bro, Bud is stronger than Spence. And what happened in that second round, or this is the first round, everybody that I was around was acting like all big-eyed. I was laughing and smiling.
Second.
When he tried to wrap him up and Bud threw his butt off him and he flew back because he's stronger than them, bro. I've been watching. Bud don't drink. He don't smoke. He's disciplined. That man's been that way for a very long time. You know what I'm saying? He is extremely strong, bro. And when I was in the boxing ring, what I found out very quickly, muscles don't equal strength in the boxing ring. It don't equal no strength. And Bud is built bottom up.
That's why
his upper body. Look at his legs, bro.
That's why Anthony Joshua was so trash, bro. He
big for no reason.
He be hitting the weights too much, bro.
That's not why. That's not why. It's because Anthony Joshua, he does not punch from his legs. He doesn't use the torque from his body. He punches with his arms. He does arm punches. Man. Look, I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. Who is swinging the bat? Imagine him trying to swing the bat with just his upper body. That's how Anthony Joshua punched, bro. It don't matter. It don't matter. That's why somebody like Javante got so much power because he uses his whole body when he punches.
Nah, he
bro.
do. I ain't gonna lie. When he be punching,
he uses his whole body.
He'll throw something out of socket the way he be throwing punches. I ain't gonna lie. Tank different.
The thing
is,
bro,
it's all come from your legs.
When it come down to Terrence and Mayweather, I ain't gonna lie. You said strength, but I really feel like that's gonna be IQ versus IQ in that bout, bro. Like we talking about they gonna be like, Mayweather. He'll give you the first 2-3 rounds before he really start diving into your.
I'm gonna say this too, though. That is the epitome of a 50-50 fight. For one, they both are disciplined. Like Joseph said, neither one of them ever smoked, ever drunk. Like they gonna be in the best shape of their life. Bud's stronger. I think Bud is he's obviously the better puncher. I think Floyd is the better. He's more defensively sound. I think he may be slightly more skilled. Maybe. If it cannot turn into a fight at no point can it turn into a fight. If it does turn into a fight at all, if it's even
it would never turn into a fight for Floyd. Floyd would never turn into a fight.
2 or 3 minutes of a little.
Because they so much of a counter puncher, bro. Like a counter puncher versus a counter puncher is kind of it get like that.
But Bud is more than a counter puncher. Here's my thing. Who's the most skilled fighter that Floyd has ever fought?
I'm gonna probably go with. It's gonna be between. Damn, we talking about at the time that he fought him, or you talking about in general? In general, I'm gonna probably give it to either De La Hoya or Pacquiao, bro.
I'm gonna say Zab. I say Zab.
Zab is probably the best achievement wise. Actually, damn, that's tough because then you got Augustus too. Augustus really gave Augustus.
He was skilled.
He was skilled.
I like Juan. I don't know how you feel about Juan Manuel Marquez, bro, but that was one of my.
I was about to give you two names. I was gonna say Pacquiao, Juan Manuel Marquez, and I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna ask you this question. This is what I'm gonna ask you. He didn't knock out Juan Manuel. No, that Pacquiao knocked out Juan. Was Pacquiao ever in trouble?
Hold on. Pacquiao never knocked out Juan. They fought 4 times, and he never knocked him out.
Not once, and Juan, he knocked him out once. He knocked him out one time, and Juan Manuel Marquez knocked him out one time.
I could be wrong.
They knocked each other.
I think it was a knockdown.
I could be wrong, Joseph, but I don't think
it might have been knocked down. It might have been knocked down. Yeah, I know Marquez knocked Pacquiao out cold one time.
And that's why they here's my thing. So much because those fights were so close.
Right.
Dude, those are some of my favorite fights. But here's my question. Was Pacquiao ever in any danger when he fought Floyd Mayweather?
Fuck no, hell no. That nigga Floyd.
He wasn't. No, but what I'm asking is, was Pacquiao was he ever?
We didn't hear you.
Any danger? Was Pacquiao ever in any danger when he fought Mayweather?
Not really. No.
No.
He wasn't. No, he wasn't. That's my point. don't put any type of pressure and put Crawford in any type of danger. He's not. I don't think Floyd's capable of it. Telling me that Crawford, what's going to keep Crawford off of Floyd Mayweather? What's going to keep him off? You think he going to shoulder roll his way to 12 rounds with Crawford? It ain't happening, bro. It's not happening. I'm telling you. In order to beat Crawford, you got to be able to punch, bro.
I think you just solved it, bro.
Punch. I'm just letting you know. If you ain't gonna put any type of hesitation on Crawford, he can just do what he want to do. It don't matter about no IQ and IQ.
Yeah.
6 rounds. And then Crawford not gonna sit there and play with you. If somebody tell him, hey, bro, you losing on the cards, Crawford gonna say, all right, cool. I'm about to start throwing my shoulders. I'm about to start pushing it with my elbow. I'm about to make it dirty. I'm about to put it in. Crawford can do everything. He can do it. I'm gonna tell you like this. The fighter I would say that Crawford ever fought, that he's ever been in the ring with, not fought, is Shakur. I think Shakur, when they spar, skilled fighter that Bud has been in the ring with. That's my opinion. And I don't think that Floyd is head and shoulders over Shakur when it comes to skill. And Bud and Shakur had an interview. If y'all go and watch it, spank that boy.
I wanna agree with you. I wanna agree with you, but now that's one person I'm still waiting on is Shakur to prove himself.
Hell of an argument, Joseph.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Like
the thing is, revisionist history is a terrible thing because as much as I love Bud made I like Bud more than I like Floyd as a boxer and as a person. However, I'm not gonna sit here and act like Floyd didn't have me sitting in front of my living room. Well. Every 3 months, looking stupid. Floyd is my guy.
Floyd, I'm not knocking Floyd.
Not.
Tell me this, bro.
I'm only
tell me, but tell me this. You just told me Castillo beat, but did you say Castillo beat him the first time?
For sure. I'm not saying you're wrong. I said you made great points. I'm just saying I understand Floyd. Yes, but you got to realize the thing that you're missing is Floyd understands who Bud is as well. He didn't respect Castillo. He's going to come 110% prepared for a Bud Crawford if this fight were to ever take place.
Prime
he didn't care. He wasn't.
I can't accept that.
No
I can't accept that. I'm gonna tell you this.
You don't have to.
Two, if it's 2 fighters that I can say that always come 110%, it's Floyd and Bud. No matter what the opponent is.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that he came 110% that first fight with Castillo too. And the first fight with Maidana too.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
The first fight with Castillo, I think he was hurt too. I think he hurt his
hand
or something.
He rematched and got it back, bro.
Yeah. So
he did rematch and get it back, but ain't no rematch with Floyd. Bud,
I say this. I've always said this. Me personally, I thought it was only one welterweight that could beat Floyd in history, and that was Sugar Ray Leonard. Now I think it's probably 2. However, that's a 50-50 fight more so with Bud and Floyd, but I do think Sugar Ray Leonard get him out of there. Other than that, I think Floyd is the greatest. I don't want to call him a little man. Like from 135 to like 147, he's one of the greatest in that era.
I ain't gonna lie.
I think Sugar Ray the greatest welterweight.
Sugar Ray can get him out of there? You said Sugar Ray can get Floyd out of there, but Bud can't?
Pack Floyd ass up in a heartbeat.
I mean, I ain't gonna
You don't think Bud can get him out? Who's a better puncher, Sugar Ray or Bud?
This the thing. I don't like using Bud resume against him, but I gotta be honest. Sugar Ray Leonard fought Benitez, Marvin Hagler, Roberto Duran, Tommy Hearns. All of them.
So
all of them.
I personally think Hagler won.
That's true.
Yeah. I'll give you that one. But
you got to think about it though. Sugar Ray Leonard took 2 years off, torn retina, came back and fought the fucking boogeyman.
Yeah.
And even if you say he lost, he went 12 rounds with him and made it a competitive fight. That nigga different, bro. So I don't think no welterweight beats him in history. That's just my opinion.
Oh, but he's lost.
Yeah, he lost. He lost. But he also beat. But hold on. He lost when he was at the end of his career, and he lost to Roberto Duran, and he beat him. In a rematch.
He ended up.
You mean in his prime? You mean in his prime?
He got losses, but again, we like Quiz said, losses don't define you. That don't mean nothing to me. It's what you do after those losses. That's why Ali is the greatest to me.
What you think happened with Floyd? This will be my last question before I hop out. What did you think would happen with Tommy Hearns and Floyd?
I think Tommy Hearns.
Tommy Hearns will go crazy on floor because Tommy Hearns has a reach advantage. He has
I
a
got
height
Floyd.
advantage. He got
I got
speed.
Floyd.
He got footwork. Like
I got Floyd. I'm gonna tell you why I got Floyd, because Tommy Hearns shown me in fights that he's winning. He lacks a lot of IQ. Like the Hagler fight, he could have beat Hagler, bro. He could have used his length and his power jab and kind of made that fight easier. He didn't do that because he just has too much bravado, and he literally went in there and started a firefight for no reason.
Hey,
those
we gotta
type
be
of
honest,
mistakes, those type of mistakes, and then the fight against Sugar Ray Leonard, the first fight when he got tired, you can't make those mistakes against Floyd. So I'm gonna pick Floyd in that fight. I pick Floyd in that fight. He makes too many mistakes.
I'm gonna say this before I hop off. Then modern day today, Jerron Boots Ennis not giving Floyd problems.
Nope.
Nah.
Nope.
Nah. I ain't gonna lie. Nah.
Nope. Hey, my issue with Jerron Boots Ennis is, you know how they say Bud got too many tools in his arsenal? He does, but he goes into a fight and picks the tools that he's going to use. Boots will literally let all his tools out in a fight, and you can't you can't do those type of things against the greats. He would literally go in a fight and do everything. And that's cool because the opponents he's fighting against, you got to pick the tools. You got to pick your weaponry, bro, and go in the fight with the tools that you need. He don't do that all the time. So that's why I don't think he could beat a Floyd or a Bud, or no, I don't think he'd be no great yet. Now, when he get older, he may mature and fix those things.
Do you think that about Shakur though? Do you no? Hold on, before I say
Shakur
that,
not flashy though. A lot of people don't know that Shakur not flashy at all, bro.
No, he just skilled as fuck. But some people think that he should fight Tank now, and I keep telling people like, no, bro. Shakur, he gonna go back to the lab and really perfect his craft against some of the other top in 35.
Man, I'm trying to leave. He said something like that, bro. I'm gonna let it go.
Nah,
hey, you think?
Because if you say what I say, we good. But just say it real quick.
Shakur would box the socks off of Javante, bro. He would box the socks off of Javante, bro. But I'm gonna say this, bro. I don't know what y'all boys be watching. Look, I'm gonna say this real quick. I'm gonna name a couple names real fast. Barrios, the Cruz. What do they all have in common? They was the socks off Tank before they got knocked out.
But all you see, but you watch those fights and you seen how Tank, he'll analyze a fighter before he actually goes for a kill. Is that not what? So he's doing the wrong thing, is what you saying? Tank is performing wrong compared to what Shakur would do. Shakur would have made the fight go to decision. Shakur let the fight go to decision.
Shakur ain't lost a round since he
started. He letting the fight go to decision though, but he ain't knocking him out like Tank.
But he ain't lost a round, bro. That's what you're not listening. Shakur has not lost a round.
Barrios almost did it, bro. He got to like around 10 before he got knocked out.
And what happened?
But watch this. Because he got tired, he started feeling that pressure. So he thought he had to throw to get the pressure off of him. I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. Is not capable of making Shakur Davis lose his composure.
I'm gonna tell you what Tank doing.
Davis is not going to catch Shakur clean and knock him out. It's not happening. If Tank Davis doesn't knock Shakur out after the bell rings, who's gonna be winning on the cards? After the 12th round.
If it's go to the cards, then it's going to Shakur. I ain't gonna hold you on that. I'm not even gonna hold you on that. That's
percentage
fair.
Chance. What's the percentage? What's the percentage chance you have? Tell me this. Is it a higher percentage chance it's going to the cards, or do you think it's a higher percentage chance that Tank is gonna knock Shakur out?
I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Like, I'm not hate. I swear to God, I ain't hating on Shakur. But Shakur, the thing about Tank that I've noticed, especially in the Ryan fight, is he's very, very patient on what he shoots. He doesn't want to throw too many hits where he ain't landing. Once he see he ain't landing, he go back to that corner. He come back out and figure out a new game plan. That's how Tank get down.
Joseph, hey, bro. I got it from here, bro. I don't want to hold you.
All right, good. I bet. Hey, cause make sure you tell him this, bro. And I appreciate y'all boys too. It's good talking to you, Queens too. Yeah. All right, so the last thing I'm gonna say, Kashish, bro, make sure you tell him this. Punches this Tank throw.
I said I got you. I was so serious when I said that.
Ask him about that stamina. All right, for sure. Y'all be easy, man. Godspeed.
Yes, sir.
Now, this is the thing with Shakur versus Tank. It's going to look like Bud versus Spence. Not actually the same fight. It's going to be a wash. I'm going to tell you why.
Now, wash is wild. You said decision.
Yeah, but it's gonna be a wash. He's gonna win probably every round, bro. He might
Oh
lose 2
man,
rounds. I'm telling you why, and I'm a Tank fan. The thing
I'm
is,
listening.
Tank don't throw enough punches, bro. Like you said, he's patient. You can't be patient with a guy like Shakur, who is a great counter puncher and who throws a lot of punches. He throws a lot of punches because he has a great amateur background and he's used to winning on the card. So by default, he's already designed to be active. You have the most active lightweight versus the least active lightweight. One of them is a power puncher. One of them is a great counter puncher. Shakur is gonna wash Tank, and it's gonna get real ugly. And another thing, Tank will not be able to hit Shakur flush. I'm trying to tell people this. Shakur is literally, bro. Do your research. That's all I'm gonna say. He's the least hit fighter in boxing.
I know. Oh, I know.
Not at lightweight, not at middleweight, not in boxing. He don't get hit.
But I'm gonna ask you the one question that Tank always asks motherfuckers. What happened when he touched that chin? What happened when he do get touched? People act like Tank ain't landing no hits.
I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen because Spence hit Bud with some shit people don't know. And Bud rolled with it. He hit him in the top of the head and he buckled his legs, but he rolled with it.
There's a big difference between Crawford and Shakur, though.
I don't think Tank hits harder than
No, that's not what I meant. I meant that the fact that Shakur doesn't get hit a lot. I'm not saying like put it like this.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I don't think Tank can hit him flush though. Is what I'm saying. I think he'll hit him, but it won't be flush. I think he'll be rolling with punches. He'll roll. It won't be a flush punch. So when I say Tank is gonna get washed, he's not gonna stop him or nothing crazy. He's just going to beat him up for 12 rounds. He might stop him, honestly. And when I say stopping, he might be hitting him so much, his eye might swell up. You know, it might be like a technical stoppage because, like you said, bro, when you said it, Tank don't throw enough punches. He's super patient. That won't work against Shakur. Now, Tank could beat the hell out of Devin Haney. He'll stop Devin Haney in like 7 rounds. I believe that.
And like the thing is, I really do fuck with Shakur. Like I tell you right now. But the thing is everybody's saying it. And I just feel like it's just too soon. Like I want Shakur to get in there because nobody wants to fight Shakur, so it's kind of a disadvantage to him, really. But I want him to get in there.
It's not too soon though. People don't realize these dudes been fighting each other for years, bro.
Like, but they were young, man. We talking about like
sparring. They've been in this. It's like 3 degrees of separation, bro. They've been around each other for a long time. So we think that it's too soon. It's not. I think the best thing for Tank to do is fighting now. If you wait to fight Shakur, I will put my life on the line. If he waits to fight Shakur, I swear to God, bro. Now I'm recording this live. If he waits to fight Shakur,
that's a different fight.
He gonna stop Tank. I put that on my life. He gonna stop Tank.
That's a different fight because he's developed so well, like over time. Like I said, I've been watching boxing for a minute. So I really pay attention to Shakur, even back in the Olympics. Like I see a different animal in Shakur. He don't get the opportunities.
I'm gonna say this too, and I'm gonna let y'all go because we could do this all day. I know y'all want to go ahead and go. You know why Bud is also great, not just because of his skills, or you know why he's so great?
What's that?
Because he hang around the youngins. He called Shakur to his training camps. Richard Henderson in his training camp. Devin Haney in his training camp. Keyshawn Davis in his training camp. Go ask Spence who he's sparring with. He's sparring a bunch of middleweights and heavyweights. You know why he do that? Because he just want to punch on people. He just wants to break you down. Meanwhile, Bud is in there literally soaking up game from the future. Shakur is teaching him how to be defensively sound. Richardson Henderson got one of the best jabs in boxing. Keyshawn Davis, Olympic pedigree. Devin Haney, great jab, great boxer, great defensive fighter. These are the kids, bro. Bud is literally spending all of his time around them. So when he get in the ring, he done seen so many different styles. Meanwhile, Spence is he's just using punching bags in the ring. He's just punching on heavyweights and middleweights. And everybody in the corner is like, oh, you're so good. You know, you just chopped him down. But what you go do when you get in there with a dude that's not going to be there for the taking? You feel me? What you go do when you throwing punches at the dude he's weaving them. He's blocking them with his jab. What you go do with that? That's what Bud is doing, bro. Bud is really learning. Like, he's really improving his skill sets. And that's my knock on Spence. I hope Spence learns from that fight and he starts getting these youngers around him. Or not even just the youngsters, just better boxers. You feel me?
Yeah.
Jermell
Yeah.
Charlo is not a great boxer. He's just a dog.
Yeah.
But he is improving, though. I'm not
He
gonna
is.
lie.
He is. He got Roy Jones. He might do a little bit better. You never
He is
know.
improving. But yeah, that's why Bud's so cold, bro. Like you said, he in there with the best. And when I say best, I don't mean like accolades or accomplishments. I'm just going off skill. He's
Right.
one of the best boxers in the world. Shakur Stevenson is one of the best boxers in the world, bro, skill wise. Like you put his skills in any boxer, bro. If you put his skills in Spence, you know, nobody beats him.
Right.
Nobody beats him. Like with his size, with Spence size, bro, nobody in probably history would beat Errol Spence. Like for real.
Nah. You right.
Skill, that's crazy, bro.
Now, I
Nah,
want
man,
one more thing before you go. One more thing, because I want you to answer your question that you asked earlier. What do you think that Spence could do? You're going, and moving forward to prove himself.
before I answer that, I'm gonna say this too, and I want you to answer this. And this is one thing I fear because a lot of people made excuses for Spence after this fight. And the last thing that I would hate to happen for Spence is for him to lose to somebody else. So whatever he does, he got to be careful. Because I'm not confident. I'm not saying he won't beat him. I said I'm not confident that he beats Tim Tszyu. I'm not confident. I'm not confident that he'll beat Jerron Boots Ennis. I'm not confident. I won't be surprised if he wins. And the thing is, I don't want him to get in those fights and lose those fights. And then people really look back and question what he's done in his career. And that's not fair.
That's fair. That's fair.
So my thing is, what he got to do is don't change training camps. A lot of people were speculating that he gonna leave Derrick James. Derrick James is a great fighter. The thing is, he can't teach Spence certain things that he's unable to do. Spence cannot be a Bud Crawford. Bud Crawford has God-given abilities, his instincts. He has great reflexes. He's strong as hell because he has a wrestling background. That's not his fault, bro. Those are just God-given things that he has. So what he has to do is try his best to perfect Spence's strengths and try to build on his weaknesses, like him not moving his head. And a lot of those things are going to be hard because he did suffer a traumatic experience, bro. He had a car accident. He's only human. He's not a fucking machine. So we have to give him grace. It's not his fault that he lost some things in that car accident, bro. And I told people this for years. Y'all think Spence the same. Yeah, he beat the hell out of Ugas. But that wasn't the Spence that fought Sean Porter. It wasn't. It wasn't. We just got to be honest. But that's a testament to how great he is also. Like, he was able to beat a nigga like that, not even been 100%. So I'm a huge fan of Spence. I think he's great. I've always said, I'm going to say this before I leave. Spence will probably beat 100% Spence. Will probably beat everybody from 147 to 160 except Terrence Crawford. I've been saying this for years. So if he does want to continue boxing, and I think he should, just stay away from Bud, bro. Like, that's all. That's all I got to say. Stay away from Bud, man. That's it. But, hey, this was dope, bro. We got to do this more, for real.
Most definitely. We got Charlo and Canelo next, so.
I'm actually going to the fight. Me and my wife and my cousin. We got tickets. I'll be out there.
Oh, damn. Hey, man, get some pictures out there, mug.
I'm gonna try to do some interview, but I'm gonna try my best to I spent a pretty penny on this, man. I'm gonna try my best to do everything I can. I ain't gonna lie. The reason why I chose this fight over the Bud and Spence fight, because I was so invested in that fight, and like I felt like I had to watch it on the screen, bro. Like I couldn't be in the building. This fight, I don't care who wins. I really don't. I really don't care who wins. I'm leaning towards Charlo. I would want Charlo to win. I do. I think that'd be great. We talk about what Bud did, but if Charlo go up 2 weight classes and beat Canelo, that's just as great. I want to be very clear. That's just as great. So,
and then if he come back down, that's even crazier.
Hey, that's even crazier, bro. Now that's dangerous though, because
it is.
Going up and down is not healthy.
It's not.
So I would rather he just stay at 168 or maybe go to 160, But I wouldn't go back down at 154 for health reasons. Like that's why Roy Jones was getting knocked out because he kept going up and down in weight.
It's all good, but Benavidez is up in that weight class. So I don't know.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie.
I don't know.
Hey,
I don't know how that's gonna look.
And this is the last thing. You know what's crazy? Thinking about Bud fighting Canelo at 168. I'm like, bro, let's say he do beat Canelo. You gotta fight
Benavidez, bro. Like that's just shit. All
Man,
right.
I don't care how much I love Bud, bro. You can't do nothing with that big ass dude, man. Like, we not about to be crazy now, man. Like, that's a big ass kid, bro. He really a light heavyweight, bro.
Yeah, because he used to weigh like he was heavy, bro. He's a big dude.
He really a light heavyweight, bro. Like, I swear, like,
Yeah.
that dude.
Fuck that.
One of these guys I follow on YouTube, he made a great point about Spence, and it's the same point you can make about Benavidez. He says Spence's greatest talent is his ability to make 147. And I'm like, what do you mean by that? I had to think about it. He's basically saying the dude is big as shit. His biggest gift is the fact he can make a lower weight class. So he's already bigger than everybody. On top of that, he got skills. That's Benavidez, bro. Benavidez is really a light heavyweight. His best skill is the fact he can make 168. And he should be fighting at 175, 180.
Yes.
That's just, it's like a cheat code. You feel me? It's like a cheat code. It's like a kid being born in too late or something, and they playing like high school basketball. Like the kids that be going back, reclassifying. That's literally what it is, bro. Like you really should be in college, bro. But you starting on a high school basketball team, you're really 19 years old. You know, that's cheating, bro. But it's also legal. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, it's crazy, man. But hey, I had a blast, man.
Most definitely.
We got boys.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah, we gotta do it again, man. Probably before the fight. Let's link up and do something like do predictions.
Okay, most definitely.
That's a good card too. You know, you got your Dinas back versus Barrios. You got Lubin versus Ramos. Like it's a good fight this weekend too, Marcus Richardson Hitchens, the guy I told you about. He fight this weekend. He fights Zepeda.
All right, but
Zepeda, ooh, that's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, so if y'all want, it's up to y'all. We could either do like a live stream on that fight. I don't know if we could do a live stream. I'll take that back. I think they fight overseas. So maybe not a live stream. But we could probably do like a breakdown after the fight or predictions, and then we could do predictions for Canelo Charlo.
Okay, bet. Yeah. That sounds cool.
All right, bet. Y'all boys be easy, man. Appreciate y'all.
All right, no one.